Hey now, welcome, Bomb Squad, to episode 40 of TNT. It's August 19th. We got ourselves a little Saturday show on a Sunday. You hear that, Tones? Episode 40.
Yeah.
Little celebratory. Yeah. The Mike Allstott mark. That's what I call this one. This whole entire episode is dedicated to Mike Allstott, my favorite football player of all time. Love the guy. Best fullback of all time.
Yeah. Hands down.
Hands down. Hands down. But anyway, so of course, with our Saturday show format, we have our world famous segments and a classic 4-pack of questions. Before we get into anything, I guess, Tones, how you doing?
Doing good, man.
Didn't work today?
Didn't work today. Finally, I got to sleep. I slept like 12 hours last night. That was nice.
How many hours did you work this week?
65.
Jesus Christ.
And the week before, 65.
So this week, like,
these 2 weeks has just been like a mad sprint to the finish.
The next 2 weeks coming up, though, are they gonna like take it easy on you, or they're just gonna be like, "Nah, you're a bitch. Like, you're our bitch." And
no, it's gonna be normal. So I mean,
they're gonna start making you dress up like a gimp and then walk into work. You're just gonna be their bitch.
That's the next logical step. Yeah, gimp outfit.
We're gonna give you a raise. You have to wear this outfit.
Hey, if they want to give me a raise, I'll wear the outfit. I don't care.
Excuse me, sir. Like, you're just like, yeah, how can I help you? Just like a gimp. Something.
Gotta pop the ball gag out. You're like, yeah, what do you need?
All right. So as everybody knows, Tones has a TNT punishment challenge coming up. We're not doing it today, but we're gonna pick it today. Okay. So I have all the TNT punishment challenges here in a hat, all crumbled up. So we're gonna pick Tones's challenge coming up. We'll probably do it next weekend for the next Saturday show. Tones, you excited? Do you have any preference of what you want to do, or and the least thing, like the last thing you want to do?
I'd rather go start another podcast and do another challenge, honestly. But
well, that's not happening.
The problem is I don't know enough people to do that. No one wants to talk with me, so I'm stuck with you.
Sometimes you have to get electrocuted to make people laugh. Okay, sometimes you have to like eat bananas and drink Sprite and throw up all over the place. You know, it's just how things work. Okay,
or not throw up.
Or not throw up. I mean, I don't know. You just ate a couple of bananas and drank a Sprite. I guess that's not how it's supposed to be done. You have to fucking eat the shit out of the bananas and chug the fuck out of a Sprite for that reaction to work. You're like the kid at a science fair who had a volcano, and like when the teacher came around, you like it didn't erupt. Like you had the whole thing set up. It just like it was a dud. And
I swear it worked at home.
Yeah. Yep. Nope. C-. Sorry. Good effort. Better luck next year. All right. So you ready, Tons?
Yep.
Okay. I am unwrapping the punishment challenge now. It's 2 bananas and a Sprite. We're going to do it again. All right. We're going to have to make it work. You're going to have a 2-minute flat cap to get both of the bananas and an entire Sprite down. So it's just going to be mayhem of you just like stuffing your face with bananas and chugging Sprite, rather than you just sitting there shooting the shit, eating a couple bananas, drinking a Sprite, and just be like, oh, let's see why it's not working. It's like, oh, maybe it's because you're fucking eating it like a grandma. You know?
All right, fine. I'll do it again. Jesus.
Well, you don't have a choice, so you're gonna have to. It's your fault for being offensive. I think I'm one away anyway, so
yeah, you might be right there with me.
Yeah, because we added one. I'm not going to spoil it, but like the one that I just added, it's the last thing I want to do.
Is it the pants shitting?
No, I came up with an idea. What he's talking about is like, we just like, you have to just sit there and shit your pants, but it's just maybe down the road we'll do that. I don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm not in the market for a couch right now. You know, I don't want to sit here and just crap all over myself. It would be funny though. Just to sit there and crap.
Be funny, but I don't know if it's like such a funny like auditory thing.
You know? I don't know. I think it would be pretty hilarious. You probably just be like, oh. Oh man,
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But the one that I'm talking about, well, you'll be surprised by it. It's terrible. But anyway, okay. So that brings us to segments. So hit it, Taylor Hicks. Yeah. All right. So we have a horse race for our first segment. Classic little Saturday show segment. So I have the 2-horse Syndicate Saver 6-1 to win. It is a 5-horse race. I'm sorry. 5-horse race. And the favorite is 1-5. He's the 5-horse. Don't know his name. And the horse that I'm betting on, 6-1. Guess who's on it? Paco Lopez.
Paco Lopez.
Paco Lopez is on the 2 horse. He's the best jockey in all of New Jersey by far. And he's got 5-1 odds. The rule is, in my book, when you see Paco Lopez with odds to win, you bet him. And typically I'll do it to show, but since there's only 5 horses, I'm just going to bet him to win. And it's a sloppy track out there.
Now, let me ask you something. How do they decide how many horses go in a race? I know a lot of times there's like, 10, 12 sometimes?
It depends on, like, Monmouth for a while was like, it's how many they can afford. Like, Belmont, the big guys, you won't see too many of these at all. Like, you'll have like the 12 horse races. So that way, I mean, if you have 12 horses, like way less likely that you're going to win the race. But Monmouth doesn't make as much money as all those other ones. And they really fucking pissed off a lot of people by outlawing the no cooler policy in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
So nobody's going. So they're just running a whole bunch of 5 horse races now.
That's their fault.
So I'm just going to fucking steal their money from my couch.
They had a golden opportunity with this whole legalized sports betting, and then they just fuck it up like that.
They caught one girl underage drinking with her family. She was 20 years old, and she was drinking like a glass of wine. And a cop came down. He's like, "Let me see your ID," which never happens ever. Yeah. I've been drinking there since I was 17 years old. Like, it's lawless. It's been Mad Max forever. You could be a 6-year-old and rolling with a cooler. Like, the security is like 8-year-old women who are just like, "Hi, oh, you're so cute." Like, it's in the cooler, juice boxes. It's like, yeah, no, they don't care. And then once you post up, there's no security. But I guess people want the beer sales or something. I don't know what happened. I think it was just a sabotage route. So, not going back to Monmouth Park for a long time because I'm off my game if I have to sit there and buy beer at the place.
Yeah, forget it.
But, all right, so I'm going to start the race. It's been on pause for a couple minutes. So here we go. We still have to wait for a horse to get the gate. So that was a little less extravagant than I wanted it to be. But all right, here we go. 2 horse Syndicate Saver. Paco Lopez.
Paco Lopez.
And they're off.
Here we go, Syndicate Saver.
Postino's Vow Clinic joined now by Mandel. 5 of them.
Pretty much. All right, the 5 horse, who's the one who's 1 to 5. He's out to a huge lead.
Schliffy comes
1 to 5 odds are absurd.
Mandel into the first.
How much you put on it?
$10 to win.
Off the top pair in third. Then it's Postino's Vow
6 to 1.
4 lengths.
Here we go, Syndicate.
Clinic sits off the fast.
Here we go, Syndicate.
Tempo, which is being set by Mandel.
Howie Mandel is the
Syndicate Saver
2 to 5. His worst
second.
final odds.
Then comes Postino's Vow, 4th and 4 lengths off the lead. More than 10 back to Clinic, who trails.
Come on, Syndicate.
They have 4.5 furlongs to go. Mandel starts to widen. It's a 5.
Mandel's just like railing everybody. Come on.
Vow inches up on his outside, takes second. Then comes Schliffy, asks for a bit more.
Paco's going to make a run. Paco's going to make a run.
To the far turn, chasing Mandel. Mandel has a 4-length lead. Postino's Vow clearly second now. Syndicate Saver has lost ground more than 10 lengths off the leader. Schliffy is just outside of him.
He's falling apart.
From Clinic. There's a 1/4 mile to go. Mandel, Postino's Vow chasing gamely 2 lengths back in second. Schliffy reclaims third on the
Come on, Syndicate.
Syndicate Saver. Mandel turns for home with a 2-length lead.
Come on, Syndicate.
Postino's Vow is trying so hard in second. Battle for third between Syndicate Saver.
Come on, Syndicate. Get up there.
16th to go.
No.
Mandel a length and a half. Postino's Vow takes 1.
No.
Final crack at him on the outside.
Postino's
going to get to Mandel, and he's got him. Postino's Vow.
Wow, he got the upset anyway.
Schliffy was third. Syndicate Saver fourth.
Okay. All right. We lost, but it's okay because there was plenty of money in the TVG count. All right.
Paco Lopez, man.
The track was muddy. Apparently, this horse sucks in the mud, but I'm like, it's Paco, and it's 6 to 1. So fuck it. And the 1 to 5 horse just lost to fucking I don't know what his name was, Pasco Lipo or whatever his name was.
So you didn't bet on the 1 to 5. I thought you bet on.
I never bet on a horse like that. There's no money in it.
But
I'll bet 10. I'll get back like 25 cents.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's pointless.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right. So once again, chalk it up as another loss for me in the horse race segments. Fuck it. God damn it. So that moves us to our next segment, which is a Tones Bones. You got a bone to pick, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess I'll just get into it. So as we were talking about before, I mean, this last 2 weeks, I've worked 12 out of 14 days, 130 hours, just basically slavery.
My God.
So yesterday I got off at 4 and I was off today. So I'm like, all right, sweet. I got, like a day and a half, just like rest, whatever. Turns out that they had a surprise party for my uncle last night. They had to go to down by you, actually, Red Bank. Yeah. The Oyster Point Hotel. You ever heard of that?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's a little. They had it in there, but this is my uncle that works for the same company I do. That got me the job. He's like vice president.
So this is a very important surprise party.
Yeah, exactly. And I get there, and it turns out like the entire like big brass of my company is there too, because obviously he's been working there for like 30 years, and and so they were there. My regional manager was there. His other nephew that works for the company's there. So it's like even on my off days, I can't fucking escape this company.
Yeah.
It's just everywhere. And like I obviously have to be on like good behavior, because if I just get like trashed at this party, it's like, who the fuck's that guy? It's like, oh, he's the assistant chief.
You should get like you should like go up and get like a couple of like people who you work for and stuff like that, and just like look them right in the eye and just be like, how was work for you this week? Go ahead and ask me.
You don't understand. Like I get fired so quick if I just started harassing.
Well, because you're gonna tell them, you're gonna look them right in the eye and just be like, I worked like the last 60 days.
Yeah, and these guys would be
you're working me to the fucking ground, and I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, how long is it gonna be until I can fucking run this goddamn place?
Thing is, they all did the same shit. That's the thing about my company is like no one really gets hired right into like a big position like that. Like you spend like 10 years in the store, 20 years in the store, and then you work in like, so like they definitely don't want to hear it, and I don't want to even say it to them. Like the last thing I want to do is be talking fucking shop.
Yeah.
On my off time. And it's just like I can't escape it, man. Everywhere I fucking go. So I kind of just stayed away from them, stayed with my cousins. But it was like the last thing I wanted, because I didn't know who was gonna be there.
Was your big fat boss there?
No, he wasn't there. God no.
Okay.
It's too classy an affair.
That would have been hilarious if he was.
No.
Yeah. Man. No. Yeah, it's a nightmare. I have to do work functions like not often, like they're there though, but like they're supposed to be fun. Like, hey, like, because my group of coworkers, they're spread out across the country. Like they're all regionals. So it's like somebody's in Boston, somebody's in Seattle. So it's very rare that we can all get together. But when we do, I hate it. Like, it's just, this is work to me. Like you're going to tell me like after work, I have to go meet up for free drinks, which is nice, but with my coworkers. Like, I really don't want to do that. I really don't. I'd rather be on my couch playing PlayStation, drinking my own beers, and watching TV. Of course,
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the one cool thing was there was a cigar hand roller guy there, like he's just rolling cigars for everybody.
Yeah, like some weed and just like
I thought about it.
Twist me up a blunt.
Wasn't the best crowd to do it around, but I was like pretty drunk at one point. I asked the guy like if he was like Cuban or Dominican because of that Seinfeld episode where Kramer gets the Dominicans to roll the Cubans, and then Kramer started exploding because they roll them too tight. And I don't think he
didn't pick up on it. He probably just thought you're a racist.
He just gave me a very dirty look.
Yeah. I'm Brazilian, you fuck. I have a bone as well. So I went to like my buddy, his brother has a house in Long Branch near where I live. And he was out at a wedding or something like that. So we had an open house at his place. Nice place. Outdoor, has a pool, chilling out on the deck, grilling some dogs and burgers. Couldn't be better. And you know how picky I am with music, right?
Yeah.
I didn't say anything like really that night, but the Grateful Dead, okay. They had Grateful Dead on the Bluetooth, and the phone was nowhere to be found. It was in I found it in the kitchen, but I didn't know the password to get in and change it myself. But they put on a Grateful Dead concert, and for the the 6 hours that we were hanging out on the back porch, it was just a live Grateful Dead show. And the Grateful Dead is so fucking bad. Like, I can't stand it. It's just like the softest, like, oh no, you have to have the taste for it. It's like, yeah, well, I don't. I think half this party doesn't. Turn it off. Put anything else on. Put rap on. I'm sick of hearing these guys just fucking stoned out of their minds, just like beat on a fucking guitar like I would when I'm on mushrooms or something. It doesn't sound anything good, but people are just like, no, if you're fucked up enough, it sounds good. Yeah.
If
you get yourself beyond obliterated, like you can see how it could possibly be good.
Aren't they called Deadheads? Like
Deadheads.
Yeah, like I feel like that's such like a niche, like the people that love them, but like nobody else really like listens.
And that's like I was busting the guy's balls who like put it on. He's just like, you just have an acquired taste for it. I was just like, yeah, like same for scat porn. It's terrible. And I was like backed up. I was sitting there with Dante, and he's like, nah, yeah, it's terrible. This is like the worst music I've ever heard. It's like, yeah, they're deadheads. You have to be so fucked up to just be like, you know what? No, there's art here.
Yeah.
You know, like you sit there and stare at a blank painting and just be like, no, you know, I see what the artist was doing here. It's about emptiness or something.
Really about the minimalism of humanity.
Yeah, but no, it's just bad. It's bad. And like they'll like rip a little guitar solo. I'm like, see, isn't that good? I'm like, no, it's not. Have you heard Randy Rhoads rip a guitar solo before? It's about tenfold better than that. Okay. The only reason it sounds good is because those guys are fucked up, and it's impressive that they're able to play any instruments at the level that they're fucked up on.
So like this kid must have really been like a deadhead if he's like everyone was just like, no, like change it.
Half of my friends are deadheads, and half of them are so anti-Grateful Dead.
That must be tough.
On that specific night, I was the only one there that was completely anti-Deadhead. Like they go see their concerts like I do Metallica, you know,
right?
Which is more often than Metallica, because Metallica knows like the dosage that they should inject into people, which is like once a year, maybe tops. And then go on.
You just had too many Metallica shows, like the world would just be on fire.
Your neck would be broken from headbanging so hard. But like, I mean, I didn't even want to put on Metallica. I just was just like, can we put on anything else?
Yeah.
Like really? Oh, excuse me. Anything else? Like Springsteen would be nice. I think everybody can agree on that. Like, I don't know, Mellencamp, some Steve Miller, like I was talking about, or just put on the radio. You know, but like an entire 6-hour concert of the Grateful Dead, like,
yeah, that's a bit much. I can understand maybe you want to put on a couple songs. All right, I can endure that, but to just have like, and again, it goes back to the whole like I don't want to listen to a concert unless I'm at a concert.
I mean, unless it's really, really good, and they're playing the hits at that concert.
I mean, like that was the one that Metallica did, like the S&M.
Yeah, S&M by Metallica. Yeah,
that's one I listen to. But like, yeah, I don't know. Especially like rap concerts. Rap concerts like are kind of like you had to be there because if you just listen to it, they sound like shit.
Yeah, you have to like either be watching it or be there. Like Metallica knows how to make a live album,
right?
But like the Grateful Dead, they do too for those people. But like, it's just, I mean, the whole night, and plus it was so loud that like the guy like 3 feet away from me, I had to like really amp up my voice to have a textbook conversation with him.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, there's a fucking pile of shit stacking up. Like, I can't hear you. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. They have a really cool logo, but they're terrible. They're a terrible band. Anybody listening likes the Grateful Dead? Newsflash for you. They suck.
Yeah, and honestly, their music does not like match their name. Like when you think Grateful Dead, I was thinking like
heavy metal. Like
or maybe even just like heavy rock, like not necessarily metal, but it's just like the exact opposite of what their name should be.
Like somebody who'd be competing with Sabbath, but no, they're competing with like James Taylor.
Right. It's ridiculous. And even the logo plays into it too. Like you're saying they have like a pretty cool logo, but just not, I don't understand it. Them and Fish People.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Fish is like the minor leagues of Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
Like it's like the Megadeth to Metallica. You know? But they're just like not great musicians. They're really not. That's it. And like people are really gonna get pissed off about me saying that, but it's true. I've studied music my entire life. I know it's good. Like I hate Led Zeppelin, but I can recognize the fact that they're better than like a ton of people.
Yeah,
you know, they're really talented. It's just not for me. Like Deadheads can tell you when you say you don't like the Grateful Dead. I can sit here and listen to Grateful Dead and just be like, it's an F. It's an F for music.
I feel like they just rely on people being like on acid or
they want to do this.
And they just do like
up and just sway back and forth and just be like, "Oh, Uncle John's bed."
Yeah, they just do weird shit, and all of a sudden people are just like, "Whoa!" Like they'll just do like play like a note a different way, just like, "Whoa!" Like,
did you hear that? Let's go have sex in the mud. Like, and then you get pregnant and you have yourself a like Grateful Dead mud baby. Yeah, I don't know. It's terrible. It's the worst. It's like I think I hate Grateful Dead more than I hate rap. To be honest.
Interesting.
That's a strong statement. But all right, so we're moving on from Tones Bones to our third segment, which is a Tales of Careers Past. So if you'd be so kind, Tones, why don't you begin the accordion music? Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go. So this isn't makeup related. It was when I was working in a pizzeria in South Florida.
Tossing dough.
A little bit of that. I actually had to make a couple of pizzas in an emergency when because sometimes
make a pizza.
like sometimes during the day when like no one was really ordering, like my one boss would have to like pick up his daughter from daycare and like drive her home.
Yeah.
So he would just like leave for like half hour, 45 minutes, and I would just pray that nobody called for a pizza because most of the other stuff I could make, but like the pizza, like I saw them make it like once or twice, like where they showed me, and then that was it.
What if you hear me call in? I was like, I want a large pepperoni pizza, triple pepperoni, please.
I'd probably just give you a calzone because that shit's so much easier to make.
You can just make a pizza and just like, if I say like, if you hear a customer call up and say like triple pepperoni, do you like understand?
Or I mean, I would because I know you, but no one ever really called asking for triple pepperoni.
TP, yeah.
TP, yeah.
Domino's is already, they were always like, you know, they would stand back and just be like, what? Like, we have double pepperoni, like triple pepperoni?
You sure?
How much? I mean, like, do you want any pizza with your pepperoni?
Just put a little bit of sauce on a pile of pepperoni.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I want. Bada bing. But
yeah. So I delivered to this house, right? And it was weird. So I pulled up to like a gate and I had to be buzzed in. And I walk up to the door and there's just like one girl answers and she's kind of dressed pretty like scantily. Not like anything too
slutty.
Bad. Kind of slutty. Yeah, like casual slutty.
She looks like a slut. A
casual. Like short shorts on, but like, kind of like a hoodie that was like kind of open, like cleavage, like, it wasn't like she was like wearing lingerie.
No,
and she wasn't like dressed up to go out, but she was just kind of like a casual slut.
Okay.
So she answers the door, and then I see a bunch of other girls kind of walk around the bathroom, the background, like dressed all the same. And then another girl comes up to take the pizza. I was like, what the hell was that? Like, that was just like just so many. There was like at least 10 girls in there.
It sounds like they're filming a porno.
Well, so that's where I'm getting to. I've later on down the line, I saw something about how like a lot of times in like South Florida or like in California, kind of Hollywood, there'll just be these houses where girls come in to like have a place to stay, like real cheap, while they try to get into the porn industry. So I think that's what that was. I think I delivered to a house full of porn stars because it was like out in the middle of nowhere. There was like 15 cars outside the fucking house. Like it was a huge house too.
Like, hey, like, can I like hang out for a little bit?
Well, I didn't know at the time. I found this out like later down the line that people do this, and I was just so befuddled. Like, what? Like, there were just so many hot girls in one place. I was like, is this a sorority house? But it's not near a college. It's nowhere near a college. Like, it can't be. Like, I was just so.
I want to break something down real quick since you have the experience of a pizza delivery guy. So if you're a pizza delivery guy, right, and it's like kind of a quiet night, pretty slow night, you go make your delivery. All right, let's say it's a house full of sluts. They're all having sex. You identify it, and then they like pull you in, classic porno style.
Yeah,
and then you just bang them all. Does the pizza restaurant like immediately like know that you've gone missing? Can you get away with the classic porno pizza guy like storyline?
You definitely can, as long as it's not like a super busy night, like a Friday night or a Saturday night. Like if it's a slow night, my boss even told me, he was like, listen, like you ever make a delivery and you think something's about to happen, just shoot me a text, let me know, you're good to go.
Damn.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool as fuck. It was two brothers that owned the place. One of them told me that, but yeah, I mean, unfortunately never had that. I'm not like I've said before, I'm not a guy that you see on first impressions.
Like in the gay community, like pizza boy delivery is like a big theme. Sometimes
it is it's not a big theme in regular and like in straight community,
like pizza boy comes horny girl. Like
yeah, like there's like there was actually a website, Big Sausage Pizza, where like guys are just like, yeah, where they would just
out BigSausagePizza.com.
You cut like a hole in the bottom of the box, and the girl would open it. He just have his dick like sticking in there. It's like, I heard you ordered the Big Sausage Pizza, and he just like opens the box.
That move is so like it's either gonna work or
you get the cops called
under arrest, and you're gonna be all over Twitter.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be. You have to like wait for the pizza to cool down too, because that pizza.
Yeah, pizza's hot.
Yeah, it's hot. Especially if you got like one of those like bags with like the keep it warm. I don't know what the fuck they're called. Get one of those, that shit stays hot.
Imagine shout out the Heat.
The Heat.
Did you hear that? It's not the Heat, it's the AC, but they make the same noise. But imagine like you do that and you have your dick through the pizza and you open it up and she's just like, like not interested, and the pizza's completely ruined.
Yeah, I mean that's a risk you gotta be willing to take. You gotta be pretty sure it's gonna work if you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's gotta be like a recurring customer that maybe you have a little bit of a rapport with. If you just do it to some random lady.
This is our 10th delivery anniversary. This marks the 10th time you've ordered pizza from me. Here's the special topping. Ching. She's gonna be like, oh my God, like cry, or she's gonna be like, no, reject you in front of like if you did a baseball marriage proposal and like she says no, and the whole crowd's just like, ah, yeah. But yeah, I've seen a few good pizza delivery ones. Yeah, in my day.
There's actually some too that like the girl just answers the door naked.
Yeah,
like people just like set up cameras in their house and do it, and it's just always this like really confused Mexican guy. He's just like, okay, like, I don't know what's going on.
They do that with gays too. Like they'll post their own videos. Like I waited for like the pizza guy like naked. He just like answers the door with a boner, and the delivery guy's just like, "What the fuck are you doing,
dude?"
What the hell is that?
I just had like a flashback. One time that actually happened to me. It was in a hotel, and it was just this fat, gross, disgusting chick just came and answered the door like completely naked. I totally forgot about this.
Oh my God.
And then like the dude came up after, and he was like at least wearing boxers. He was like, "Get the fuck back inside. What are you doing?" Like she was wasted.
Yeah.
It was just like, what just happened?
Like I was just banging fat chicks.
It was just a black dude and a huge fat white chick. Dude, I don't know what it is with black guys. I just love
with black guys are the big fat white chicks.
Yeah.
I mean, have them. Go ahead. I mean, like I have, of course, nothing to do with any of this, but still, if I was straight, I'd be like, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, have a field day.
Someone's got to give them some love, you know. That's fine. Let them have it. I mean, it's just bizarre. I think it might be kind of like a reparations kind of deal where they just want to get back at white people, I guess. I don't know. Like we're gonna take all your white women.
Fat is like technically associated with like wealth, so maybe
I guess
black people getting back at the man,
the rich fat white women.
Yeah, and it's gross. Like no matter how you look at it, fat people hanging all over the place.
It's great, flapping
all over the place, slapping. That's what their sex sounds like. Yeah, right there. I was gonna say something too. I had it and I lost it because we were talking about it. I thought that might have been an over the line, so I kind of freaked out a little bit. Hey, like it's a stereotype that like kind of.
I mean, no, it's true. I mean, in high school,
it's just like it's like you know.
Yeah, no, honestly,
like, oh, you like dudes? Like, yeah, well, like you like fat white girls.
Yeah, back. I commend them for it. Honestly, I mean, it's impressive to. Yeah, it's just crazy because like in high school we had this one like just fat like old gross white teacher, and then like all the black kids were just like, bro, her ass is so fat. It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's huge.
She is fat. She is fat. Her ass isn't fat.
I remember what I was gonna say. Do you think fat white chicks are more susceptible to giving birth to twins because they're so big?
They just have more room to carry it.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think it works like that.
No, yeah, because the what's the anatomical what's it called? The anatomy that's in charge of like holding babies.
That's
the uterus.
The uterus. I think,
yeah. So like you can be as fat as you want, but the uterus kind of stays the same. It's just it's just
the fallopian tubes.
Yeah. That whole thing.
I'm just naming vagina parts now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Vagina is very confusing.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. It's like
I just know about like the lips and the hole. That's it, and the clit. It's like everything else is just a mystery.
Everything else is just science class.
There's like a cervix in there somewhere. I don't know what that is.
Pretty sure it's a bone. I don't know.
Yeah. I have no idea.
All I know is that they bleed all over the place and they're miserable people. So you're the one who has to deal with it, not me.
Some would say.
All right. So my tale of career path. So there was this guy. Okay. So you remember the story I told you about when I had a front row seat to AC/DC and the lead singer pointed at me and told me his back hurt?
Yeah.
So the guy who got me the tickets is who this story is about.
Okay.
So this guy, he was the coolest guy of all time. But in the end, it turned out that he embezzled $25 million from his company over several years and went to jail at Fort Dix for like 6.5 years. But he was like my dad's best friend. Like, I love the guy. Once I found out, I was just like, I forgive him. Like, I love this. He's like such a cool guy. Hooked me up with AC/DC. Like, I mean, like, it made sense afterwards. Like, he was like literally going to see Judas Priest because he was a big Priest guy.
Yeah.
He would follow Priest around the country and sit in the front row wherever they're playing. Best seats in the house.
Yeah.
Made of money. Like, whatever you want, like, he's got money for it.
Those ACD tickets for AC/DC were probably like illegally bought.
Yeah. Probably. I mean, like, who knew? Like, but like, it was just like, yeah, like he gave me the call one day because I was a junior in high school, and he was just like, "Hey, Tom," that's how he talked because this is like main part of the story. He's like, "Hey, Tommy, I got front row tickets to AC/DC in Philadelphia next Wednesday. You want in?" I was just like, yeah, I do. You kidding me? My mom was immediately just like, no, you can't go. It's Wednesday school night. I was like, Mom, when somebody calls you up and offers you front row to AC/DC, you go. But anyway, so back when I was a caddy, so he was a pretty good golfer. He was big fat guy, just that accent, like, hey, how are you? Like, you know.
Hey, doing.
So yeah, my cousin, like, so we had like tournaments, right? So my cousin had him for a big like member guest, which is a 3-day tournament. And the first day is back to back. It's 27 holes instead of 18.
Oh, wow.
So you spend time with the whoever you're caddying for in that tournament. You, like, no matter what, inevitably develop a bond with them. Even if you have zero personality, if they're playing well and you're like Bobby the caddy who doesn't say a word because you're a shy little 13-year-old, you're like, Bobby, like, you know?
Yeah.
So my cousin's caddy for this guy, and like he had a pretty solid round. So when he's done, like after the 2 days, he comes up to him and he's like, he's giving him the money that he's paying him for the entire round. He's like, hey, John, it's been good, past couple of days. that's it.
The
past couple of days. And ever since then, I've added that into my like speech. Hey, it's been good. Past couple of days. That's it.
That's it. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much. I don't know. I found that like absolutely gold. The way that he delivered it, but he ended up going to jail for a long time.
That's rough.
Yeah. But we weren't surprised. I guess I was just like, oh, that makes sense. I thought you just had a fucking money tree in the backyard. But anyway, all right. So that cut the accordion music. That brings us to our fourth segment, which is It Was All a Dream. So Tone specifically texted me today. He's like, hey, I had a dream today. Yeah.
So I had one today and I had one earlier in the week. Start with the first one. I was at work, of course. I can't escape work even in my dreams. I can't escape work. It's just everywhere. And I got into an argument with my boss, my manager, and I basically just like shut him down. And I said some pretty mean shit to him. I can't remember exactly, but I just remember like I just like put him in his place sort of deal. And then instead of like arguing back, he just melted.
Oh boy.
He just turned into a puddle. Like literally just turned into a puddle. Just melted on me. Like because he's like this big fat guy and he wears these giant like traffic cone colored overalls, these big rubber overalls that's just like orange cone, like traffic cone orange. And I just like the overalls were just sitting there. He was just in a puddle.
Was there any struggle, or was he just like letting it happen?
No, I don't know if I even watched it really. Like I just turned around for a minute and I turned back and the overalls were just kind of sitting there and I look in. There's a puddle. It was bizarre, but that's all I remember from that dream. And then I had a couple dreams last night. One, I was in my house and for some reason there was like a baby around. I don't know whose baby it was, but it was snowy outside, so I tried to bring him sledding. And I have a pretty steep hill in my backyard, and I decided to bring him up to the top and just let it rock. It was like a baby, it wasn't even like a little kid. It was just a baby, and it didn't end well. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I think he like flipped, and, like hit his head. I don't know. It was just weird. And then I had another dream where I was on a boat, doing like one of those like sightseeing tours, like New York City. But it was like I won a contest, and I was sitting next to Tanaka.
Yeah.
Severino was sitting across from me, and then Jorge Posada's wife was on the other side. She's hot as fuck. I guess you wouldn't know.
Nah, yeah. Not interested.
She's pretty hot, but she was sitting there, and Tanaka was pretty cool. Like I was talking to him. I don't know if he knew what I was saying, but he just seemed like a good guy.
He just laughed, smiled.
I think the translator was sitting behind him, like telling him shit.
By the way, a little sneaky, literally. Like I know it's not scheduled, but like when you say like, "Hey, she's hot," like maybe she's probably got a fever.
She might be a little sick.
She might be sick. You don't want to have sex with her if she's hot.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah. I mean, her I would have sex with her probably no matter what. Yeah. But yeah.
You have sex with her, she had AIDS?
If you wear a condom, you can't get AIDS, right?
I don't know.
I don't think so. As long as she doesn't spit in my mouth, it should be good. I don't know. maybe not the AIDS, but
see, you had a busy couple days of dreams.
Yeah, I don't know. It was. I mean, this was like probably earlier in the week, and then or the first one. And these last two were just last night because I slept for like 12 hours last night, so I had plenty of time to dream. But yeah, it was. That's all I got there.
All right, and also we'll have a little soundbite. It's gonna suck me saying it now while we're live, but it happened a little while ago. It's a good one. So I had a nightmare.
Okay.
Again. And I'm sick of having nightmares. And this wasn't like a scary nightmare. It was just like what happened here. So it was like last week. Okay, I'm at my parents' house, and my English teacher from junior year is there, right? And we're like, he's like staying for some reason, and he's in my parents' room while my parents are gone, and I'm in my room. And so the next morning I wake up, I go downstairs, trot downstairs. Gonna go make some eggs and bacon. You know, it's a good morning. It just like happened to go. Well, all of a sudden, I hear my English teacher scream upstairs, just like, "Hey, he killed himself!" Like upstairs, like it's it. I'm like, "What?" So I run upstairs. So he like is like sitting there, like like the look when you just discover, I guess, a dead body. He's just like can't even look at it. Like he's like, he's outside of the bedroom, hand over his eyes, like, oh god. So I go in, and I see my English teacher hanging from the ceiling.
Wait, who hung himself? Who noticed it?
The English teacher.
Whoa. Whoa. Wait, so you just looking at himself hanging there?
Yeah, so he like is just like, yeah, he hung himself like I guess last night, like whatever. So like, but he's still like breathing, I guess a little bit, so he's not completely dead. So he is trying to give himself his own dead body CPR, and I'm like watching, and I'm like, this is too much. Like, this is just way too much. You're alive, but you're dead. What's going on? So while he's giving him CPR, I just like start whispering. I'm just like, get up. Like, it's like, get up, Rocky. Nick and Rocky, just get up.
Yeah.
And as I do that, it starts to work. And he starts to like, you can see his chest like compulsing. It's gross. It's, And then all of a sudden he starts to like get up out of the bed. And it's my English teacher, but he's like bigger, and his eyes are spread out, both like out to the left and the right. So it's completely crazy eyes.
Yeah.
Like it looks like it's like a body that's trying to get back to life after dying, but it's already like been so brain dead for so long that it's deformed. And he just gets up and starts walking towards me. And then alive, Mr. English teacher puts him down. He's like, no, get down. Like, we're working on this. We're going to get you alive, pal. And then he keeps fighting it to get alive. And it's like, I'm just looking at this guy with his eyes completely out. And you could tell that like the body of whatever life is left in it was depending on me to keep saying like, come on, get up, So he's walking towards me. And the more alive teacher version is trying to calm him down, the more he dies. The more I say, come on, the more he like lives. Yeah. And then we're at this point, we're just like, what's the quality of life situation here? Like, how brain dead is my English teacher?
Yeah.
And then I woke up. I mean, that was pretty much it.
Yeah, that's kind of bizarre. That's bizarre.
I keep having these bizarre fucking dreams. Like, you can't make these up, but you really cannot.
You just got your English teacher giving your other English teacher, or the same English teacher, CPR, and then he's coming back like all Hulk, just like trying to. Was he like coming to like attack you, or what was he? Yeah, it was like Frankenstein. Was he like coming trying to attack you, or what was he doing?
No, he was trying to like reach out to me to let me know to keep doing what I'm doing, to like keep him alive. But I could tell also at the same time while he was doing that he was so beyond repair that like whatever my magic was that I had working of me saying like, come on, wake up, was not going to go far enough for him to make a full recovery. That's why his eyes were so fucked, and, like completely outward, and he was just like had this dumb. He was like a big old retard, like walking towards me, basically. So as a very sharp man, like was brain dead for 24 hours, basically.
So he had like
himself
one eye looking to the left and one eye looking to the right.
Right, they're completely spread out. Yeah, and he was like, but also looking at me, coming at me, just like, please keep doing what you're doing to keep me alive, and then. It was terrifying. I was just like, I don't know what to do. Like, do I keep the vegetable alive or do I not? And then before I could really make a decision, popped out of there.
Yeah. Bizarre.
Yeah,
bizarre to say the least.
Bizarre to say the least. Yeah. All right. So that was all. It was all a dream. Shout out Freddy Krueger for that nightmare. All right. So that moves us to our fifth segment, which is an Ask a Gay.
Okay. So you know what hentai is, right?
Yeah, it's like Japanese anime.
Yeah, but
Okay.
like porn version.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay. So is there a gay version of that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's anime. I never look at it.
Right. Yeah. I don't either. But it's like you always see like the ads on the side of the website, like with like Lois Griffin getting boned by like Homer Simpson or something.
Yeah. Have you guys been getting like? Do you use X Hamster?
I bounce around. Depends what I'm looking for.
Like have you been getting like ads where it's like you have to like do like a classic YouTube, like you have to watch an ad and skip it after 5 seconds and then go to the porno?
I use either like Pornhub or X Video most of the time. But yeah, I've been getting that. It's like it's always for like
they're like, I bet you can't last 5 seconds without coming and watching this cartoon.
Oh no, I haven't seen that one.
Like, I'll fucking bet you my entire life.
The ones I get is just like girls like camster.com or some shit. Like it's ingrained in my head now. I've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
But it's just like these like cam websites, these cam models, and they're like trying to get you to come watch. I don't know. There's one with Stormy Daniels. She's back in the game.
Yeah.
The one who was with Trump.
Of course.
Yeah. So,
when I was in where the fuck was I? I was in Texas a while back, different time. And Stormy Daniels was going to be at a strip club that week. I saw it on a billboard. Yeah, like a month ago. That's like her version of a book tour.
Yeah, well, she's capitalizing off this whole Trump thing.
Big time.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
Yeah, but she's a slut. So I mean, I don't know. Hentai porn don't have much to offer there. I don't watch it.
No, I was just curious if that was. I wanted to know if it was a thing without searching for it.
If you go to like the categories in any porn site, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I would necessarily say hentai. No,
yeah, I mean, that's why I wanted to like ask you because I didn't want to have to go search to see if it was a real thing. I was just curious.
You just ask it if you like, hey, does Ash like fuck Pikachu and like gay porn? Because like nobody knows the Pikachu gender, but we all assume that it's a male.
Yeah, she's actually pansexual.
Oh, is that all like everything, or is that none of it? That's all of it. I'm thinking Pangea.
It's either all of it or none of it.
It's got to be Pangea, where all the continents were combined.
Yeah. Or Pantera.
Pantera. Yeah, but no, not a fan. Okay. It's to answer your question. Yeah, it's out there. Everything's out there in the gay community. Even, I see a lot of that disturbs me. PP. I see a lot of P.
A lot of P. There's a lot of P. There's a little bit of P on this side of the fence, but not a lot.
I just don't get that. I think
it's more of like a dominance thing. Like how dogs pee on trees, like this is my territory. I think it's more of that than like an actual like sexual, like I like how pee tastes or so,
Because some of my favorite porn stars, like they'll like venture off into that. They'll just like do it. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing over there?
I've noticed a lot of times, like when they start off, they have to start off in the weird shit to kind of like prove their merit. Like I heard this a while back that a lot of the straight porn stars, like they make them start in gay porn to just like show them that they're serious about the craft, I guess.
Like, what are you saying? What are you saying? The gays are minor leagues?
No, like it's just like we got to prove, like, listen, like you're not just like, I don't know. They just make them like kind of earn their stripes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And there's more money in straight porn. Like there's just more straight people than gay people. Right? That's just a fact,
I don't know. You'd be surprised.
No, like I know there's a lot of. It's like
if you take a dick and a butt and you're a guy, you probably make good money.
Oh, that's the thing. Is like, I mean, yeah.
You think you take that putt like for like 10 minutes? So it's a 12-incher, like into my butt, and I'm,
But it is good money. Yeah, I guess they would have to pay him good money, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know much about the paying of gay porn stars.
Yeah, well, it's probably all right. We'll see. We'll move on. It's pretty much staying gay because we have Tom's Qualms. All right, so. I picked at a blister. I'm bleeding all over the place. So we're gonna have to do a commercial break before the 4-pack. I'll fix it up there. My Tom's Qualms. I had a date. Okay, lined up. I had it lined up for like 3 weeks in New Jersey. He's from Woodbridge.
Okay.
I'm attracted to the guy. I like him.
Does he know it's a date?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So it's not like just.
He knew that like it's the first time we've been texting for months. We're finally gonna meet, right?
He's like open, like outwardly gay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very much so.
If you just hit some guy to like hang out and just hope it ends well.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, but like him, like he's very good looking, wanted to make it work. So I drive home on Friday. He texts me. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" Don't answer. I ghosted him. Ghosted the whole thing.
Why?
I don't want. I don't feel comfortable going out on dates with guys outwardly yet. I guess is what I thought about it for a while because I really want to hang out with him. But I just like I don't want to go with my friends with this guy who's just like, hi, like I don't watch football. I don't have anything in common with you except for like horror movies, maybe. And like I'm gonna be sitting there just like fuck, like what am I gonna do? Take you back to my parents' basement and bang you like 70s style with a chick? Like, no, I don't want to do that either. And then like I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna completely ignore him, and I ghosted him. And now like I might have flushed the entire thing down the toilet.
Yeah, that's tough. You come up with an excuse why you ghosted him, or you just still haven't?
I haven't texted him back. Yeah,
you might have to go with like a family emergency kind of.
I think I already have that one like wrapped up. I'll do that. Like, that was the plan from the beginning. So, hey, like, yeah, somebody died, so cancel. But no, like, yeah, just I don't know. Didn't want the pressure. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of things. Like, do you like? How about you? Like, for relationship wise, like I feel like they're overrated. I really do. Until it comes to the point where you feel like your body's screaming, you're just saying like, hey, you need somebody like right next to you at all times, then you can answer it. But I'm just like, fuck that. I love doing whatever the fuck it is that I want to do. Because I see all my friends with girlfriends just being like, you know, I want to go, like, you have to come with me to my step parents' dinner. Like, that's it. No questions asked. Like, I'm just like, fuck that. I don't like, what if there's football on, you know?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I mean, there's definitely pros and cons to both sides of it. Like being in a relationship, like you have pretty much readily available like action ready to go.
But I have that regardless.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you don't have to deal with that. You know, you just, like you said, you just go on Grindr and like everybody on Grindr just trying to fuck.
Snap of the fingers. Typically, I mean, I'm like, we talked about it, like, you know, my completion percentage is only 40%. I'll bang them, but like the shot of me finishing, I don't know.
I've never heard that for a guy. Like, so I know girls have a hard time like finishing, but for guys, usually pretty much guaranteed.
I'm just a mental midget. I'm like Roberto Aguayo in the sack. You know, like, oh, let me just kick this extra point and fucking shank it 30 yards left.
He's about 40% too, right?
Yeah, he's out of the league. I'm close to getting kicked out of the gay community. I'm barely allowed in it to begin with.
They're gonna kick you out there with the intersexuals, the pansexual.
They're always just like, you're bi, aren't you? Like everybody comes over is like, you're definitely bi. I'm just like, no, I don't like women one bit. One bit.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's the qualm. The qualm. There's nothing to really talk about it. The qualm is me fucking up that date, and now I haven't answered him, and we'll see.
But like you were saying, like, you know, you didn't want to like bring around your friends and shit. Like you can't just go like.
They were pumped to have him over, but I just didn't know what to do. Like I didn't want to have. I just you know, Tones. To be honest, I could tell he's really gay, and like that freaks me out. Where they're just like, hi, let's go glass of wine. Like let's watch. You know, I'm just like fuck that, fuck that. I don't want to do that. I wish there could just be like a dude who's ready to go grab a beer and just like party with the guys.
Yeah. But he's out there somewhere, Tom. You'll find him.
Yeah. And like when I do, it'll probably be 300 pounds. You know, like that's just how it goes. But I don't know. That's the qualm. All right. So we move to our 7th and final segment, which is a what's good. But it's my what's good. I'm giving it to Tones. So I'm not sure if we have the technology to do this. Were you able to figure out if you could do it or not?
I think the link you gave me has a download.
Okay. Thing. All right.
So if not, I don't know. We'll figure.
Yeah, if not, most of the Bomb Squad probably heard it anyway. So I gave him Three's Company, Poppin' on Preach, which is a rap over Madonna. So what'd you think?
It was very creative. Never seen a rap album based off of Madonna songs.
She got some pretty good beats, doesn't she?
She does. She does for sure. I listened to the song after it. I didn't delve too much farther after that. I mean, how old is this? I'm just curious.
This is when we were freshmen in college.
Okay, so it's a little while
It
ago.
was like 8 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's 8 years ago. It's crazy. So one thing I had was Schweppes. What's the obsession with Schweppes?
Schweppes, the ginger ale.
Yeah.
Basically, like we used to play football all the time. My buddy always used to have Schweppes, the ginger ale, in the fridge.
Okay.
And, like, when everybody like would go grab water, like, hey, could somebody grab me Schweppes, please? And like it was just a good laugh. I just would always call it Schweppes. Like I always thought it was called Schweppes. The way it's spelled.
What is it? Schweppes?
Schweppes. But I always thought it was Schweppes. So like, can you grab me Schweppes, please?
Yeah, no, it was just I mean, because they were real serious about the Schweppes. They
yeah, it's like, let me get a Schweppes, please. Tons' headphones have completely fallen off.
I was gonna say, yeah, no, I mean, one guy, the first guy was like, basically, if you want like a Canada Dry or a Seagram's, like I'm gonna fuck you in the mouth, or
yeah,
okay, so something like that. So they're real serious about the Schweppes.
Yeah.
Another thing was the first guy, whoever the first guy was just very graphic with sex. He's talking about fucking my mom and coming on her tits and all kinds of stuff.
Slap a slut right in the titties.
Yeah, and they would and then Bill with his man boobs. They kept talking about bringing up the man boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was definitely something unlike I've ever heard.
Yeah. It's like the Masters.
I guess so, yeah, if you want to call it that. Yeah, no, it was funny though. It was good.
Good. Yeah, that was a long time ago. I thought the lyrics were fantastic. A lot of insider reference. Arvydas Sabonis, Schweppes.
Yeah. They knew the Sabonis. Like I was just threw that in there.
Sabonis. Yep. But it was a little reverse the roles there. Maybe one day you can give me a rock song that I haven't heard, which is probably impossible. But
we'll find something.
If I haven't heard it, it's probably terrible. Yeah. But there's one song I'm looking for out there. I don't know what it is. Like I've heard it. Yeah, I know the piano riff. I don't know what decade it's from. I don't know like what genre it is. All I know is the piano riff, and I've been looking for it for 2 years. I still can't find it. I look for it every day.
What's the riff?
Bum, ba-da-da-da, bum, bum, ba-da-ba. That's pretty much the main part. That's the piano riff repeated.
You ever try like downloading Shazam and just saying that into your
phone? But I never hear it anywhere. So
no, I'm saying just do that, like what you just did, into the phone.
Well, maybe I'll do that. And hopefully, if anybody's listening, they know that piano riff. Like that would really. It's definitely a hit. It's definitely a huge hit from. I don't even know if it's the 80s or 90s or 70s, but all I know is the piano riff. I need that song, but it's gone. Anyway, all right, we gotta get out of segments because I gotta piss like a fucking motherfucker. All right, so let's hit the commercials, and we're gonna be back with the classic 4-pack of questions. All right, I really do. I have to piss very badly. BRB.
Okay.
Oh. All right. Oh God, that felt good. All right. Ready to
go? Yep.
All right. Thank you, Kane. All right. So, Tones, question number 1. What was your senior year yearbook quote?
My senior year yearbook quote was it was actually a quote from Einstein. And it was, the only thing that interferes with my learning is my education.
Ah.
Yeah.
That was a shot at the education system.
Yes, it was. Very astute there, Tom.
There, see, I was the same way. I didn't pay attention in class ever.
There was just
class.
We went to very similar schools. You were a Christian Brothers school, right?
Oh yeah,
mine was too. So we had very
St. John Baptist de La Salle. Pray for us.
We had to see. We used to pray to Edmund Rice. You have Edmund Rice?
Edmund Rice. No.
Maybe I wasn't Christian Brothers. I thought
was he a brother?
No, he didn't like he was like the founder of the Christian Brothers, I think.
Edmund Rice?
Maybe I wasn't Christian Brothers.
No. It's St. John Baptist de La Salle founded the brothers.
Wouldn't that be LaSalle?
Yeah, the college. It's a brother school.
No, I know, but there's LaSallian.
LaSallians were the brothers.
Yeah,
Mr. Rice. I don't know who he.
Yeah, Edmund Rice, Christian Brothers. I just Googled it.
Was he the founder?
Yeah, I think so.
No, he's not. St. John Baptist de La Salle.
Yeah, there's different types of schools. There's Christian Brothers, there's Jesuit, there's LaSallian. I
think you went to a Buddhist high school and didn't realize it.
I didn't go to. Why would Saint LaSallian not be a LaSallian Brothers instead of the Christian Brothers? That doesn't make any sense.
Because I went to Christian Brothers Academy and we're gentlemen and we know these things.
That doesn't make any sense.
Where'd you go? School of Rice?
I went to Iona Prep.
Who was the principal? Uncle Ben?
What?
It's a Rice joke.
Rice. Oh, those are a race joke.
That's an over the line.
No. What? No. I'm not allowing that over the line.
Okay.
Uncle Ben's a
black guy. Podcast on a protest. It's fine.
Uncle Ben is a black guy on fucking the rice package. So,
yeah. We should have left it at Rice. Why'd you bring race into it?
Because that's what I thought you were going with by saying I was like a lower school or like
that's why it's an over the line. You're accusing me of being racist. No way.
No, I'm not allowing it. This is under protest. We'll ask the bomb squad what they think. I'm not allowing this one.
Okay. All right.
Anyway.
My senior. Oh, you gonna? Yeah, keep going.
I don't know. Yeah, now I'm kind of distracted. I mean,
read it again and let's start over.
Okay. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. I don't know. I don't have faith in the education process in America, in the school system.
Neither do I.
I guess that's all I have to say. I don't know.
That's what you're like, people who you never see again, they're going to open up that yearbook when they're 50 and they're going to be like, oh.
Yeah, he was an intellectual.
Yep. He was a philosophizer.
he was a thinker.
All right. So mine was, we'll play the soundbite. So that was mine. Don't put Twinkies on your pizza.
What is that from?
It's from Heavyweights.
Oh, I've never seen.
You've never seen Heavyweights?
I've never seen Heavyweights.
Oh my god! You're never gonna be able to see Lady Bird because they're gonna catch you up with the basics before then. Because Heavyweights gonna be next after we talk about Friday Night Lights. But basically, they have a huge food party. And they wake up like super like hungover, like you would be at a college party after waking up after like a serious night of drinking, except it was all food. And like the guy wakes up and he's just like, I think like we need to learn a lesson. And he's just like, what did we learn here today? And then Russ, which is Kenan Thompson as a kid, looks at him and he points at him and he's like, don't put Twinkies on your pizza. That was it. So I'm in print in my senior year yearbook. Don't put Twinkies on your pizza. As to who gets it and who doesn't matter. It's still a good tip.
It's up to them. People who get it will get it. People who don't won't.
Exactly. And if you see it, want to like, what does that mean? You Google it, you'll have yourself a laugh because you see it's from a movie. And I quoted Heavyweights from it. The kid who I sat next to in homeroom, his was, I did not send you to go-kart camp. quote from the same movie. It was we were quoting heavyweights no matter what. So that's something that we'll have to get into. We'll be quoting. Yeah, we're gonna have to get you to watch heavyweights very soon. Okay. So question number 2 of the classic 4-pack. What are you most afraid of?
Right now, at this point in time, I'm most afraid of Haitian people falling in my store.
Oh boy.
Because
just specifically the Haitians, not like none of the Dominican Republicans.
The Haitians, they're the ones that always fall for some reason. So basically the way my department is, I think I've talked about this, there's like rubber mats on the ground. And then I guess because it gets wet and it'll be slippery because the floor is like smooth. So that's just kind of for traction or whatever. And there's a big sign when you first walk into the store that you're not supposed to wear flip-flops. You're not supposed to wear heels, basically either sneakers or like work boots. Because there's like heavy shit being lifted around. If something falls and you can't have open exposed, there's people driving around on forklifts and shit. So, and for some, and they always wear flip-flops, which
the Haitians,
which always befuddles me because it's like, you're going into a place where it's like 35 degrees. Why would you wear fucking flip-flops and then complain about being cold when you're wearing shorts and a tank top and flip-flops?
Yeah.
Like, you're in a fucking ice box. Are you stupid?
Yeah.
Anyway, and it's not just the Haitians that do that. Regular people do that too. The Haitians do it more than not. But basically, because where the department ends, there's the mat, and then it's just straight like floor. Where I was saying it's like slick. It's not rough. It's very smooth. So if it's wet there and you take a step off, you're slipping and falling. But we do a pretty good job of keeping it dry for the most part. But if you
by the way, this is what you're most afraid of is Haitians falling in your store?
Yes. I get because I don't know, I can't explain it, but like at least 5 times a day, I'll see someone take that step off of the mat and do like a skid and look like they're about to fall. My heart just like stops every time I see it. I don't know why. It shouldn't like they're stupid for wearing flip-flops. Because when you're walking on the wet mats, it doesn't matter if the ground is dry. You have the wet bottom of your smooth flip-flop and you step on the smooth surface, your leg's going out every time.
Yeah.
So, I don't know why, but every time I see that, my heart just stops for some reason. I'm just like, this motherfucker. We had a lady fall the other day and hit her head on something. It was, it was a big deal, but it was like, and
flip-flops.
She was wearing flip-flops. Every person that's ever fallen that I've seen has been wearing flip-flops.
Do you guys have at least a little notification before you walk in? But hey, if you're wearing fucking flip-flops, you're an idiot.
There's a sign when you first walk into the store, and then when you fucking at the edge, we have these fans on the ground that blow the place dry, that blow it dry right in front of the mats, and then we have 3 yellow cones in a triangle, right in front to show that this is a slippery area. Be careful, and people still fucking fall.
Yeah.
And there was a lady the other day. I even warned her. I saw her wearing the flip-flops. I saw she was Haitian. I'm like, Miss, be careful. People have been falling with flip-flops. It's slippery out there. Yeah. Okay. And she's walking, and she's cold, so she's walking fast. And she almost fell. She came this close to falling, but she just slipped, and she looked back. She was like, "You were right." It's like, yeah, I know I was right.
It's a pretty specific fear.
Yeah, right? It's just what's on my mind right now.
What am I most afraid of? Haitians with flip-flops in my freezer. I will say too, flip-flops, if I see somebody wearing flip-flops, I assume that you're a lazy piece of shit who just slipped out of bed and just was too lazy to put shoes and socks on, so you just slipped into flip-flops and just went around your day.
Yeah.
So I assume you're going to do stupid things like fall over.
Unless you go to the beach or the pool, I agree.
Put some shoes on. Yeah, for Christ's sake.
No one wants to see your fucking feet. Get your fucking feet on my face. Most people don't have pretty looking feet.
No, exactly. And me specifically, definitely do not. I'm sneakers ready to go. I'm ready for if there's a fire and somebody needs to be saved. You want sneaker guy or you want flip flop guy?
Flip-flop guy is full on his face. And
flip flop guy is just oh my God. Watching from a distance like a pussy. I'm fucking in that building saving people.
Yeah, you can run into a burning building to save.
It depends on who's in there. If Jameis Winston's in there, maybe for the sake of the franchise, but
I think you'd be better off leaving him in there.
No, well, it depends on the insurance stuff that we have, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know how.
Another quick thing on the flip flops, though. If you wear flip flops with jeans or long pants,
that's right. We're talking about that. Yeah. If you do that, you look horrible. You really look like a hippie.
You're a yuppie piece of shit.
You're a yuppie piece of shit. People do that. I have, I really don't want to call anybody out, but people do that, and it's really not a problem, obviously. But we do that, it's just damn, dude.
Yeah,
gross.
Yeah. I remember one time when I was 10, I was wearing jeans, and my friend's like, yo, let's go outside. And I just like, there were sandals right there. So I put the sandals on. I just remember walking around and being like, I look like a fucking idiot. I'm never wearing this again.
You remember Annie Frazier from Backyard Football and Backyard Baseball?
Of course, yeah.
The lesbian with the little rainbow on her shirt. She would always have jeans and like sandals.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, if you dress like that, you look like Annie Frazier from Backyard Baseball. Just like a yuppie piece of shit. It's just like, listen, Vietnam was a mistake. Anyway, okay. So that brings us to our
wait, what's your fear?
Oh, true. I'm sorry. I just looked at my computer battery here. Oh, we're actually a little better than I thought. So I mean, like, other than dying alone, like the real answer is, you know, dying young, dying alone. I think insects like trump that when I really sat back and think about the real fears that you're supposed to have. Bugs. Like, I hate the summer. Like, I really am not a summer guy. Big winter guy. Football, you know, stay inside. And you know everybody's inside because it's too cold out, so you're not missing anything. So the FOMO factor gets out.
Yeah.
But when it gets warm, everybody's out. So it's the opposite. There's no football. People are doing shit that you're missing out on. And then there's bugs.
Yeah.
So if you can keep your place as immaculate as you want, all of a sudden, sometimes you can wake up to like a roach or something on your wall. And nothing makes my heart drop more than when I see like a big insect like in my home.
Yeah. It's like, I have to move now.
I'm like 50 times more like terrified than that insect, even though I'm a giant compared to them. But when I see a roach or just like if there's a bee, I've had bee infestations in my old place. One morning I woke up to bees inside.
Multiple bees?
About 10 to 12 bees.
What? How do they get in?
Yellow jacket in my bathroom. I have no idea to this day. I woke up, I wake up early, go to take my shower. And when I walk in, like I could see beyond like the shades were just shadows of insects, right?
Yeah.
Like on like the sunlight is beaming through the window. So I like peek through like one of the like little parts of the curtain and I see it's a fucking yellow jacket bee. And then he starts freaking out and like buzzing, but he can't go anywhere because the shades are closed. The only way out is like through the outsides if they want to fly into the bathroom or if they fall all the way down. So I just pretended like I didn't see it, backed out, went to Ace Hardware, which happened to be down the street. And I just grabbed a can of Raid, walked into the bathroom, like only had my hand in there with a can of Raid and closed it and just like unleashed the entire bottle, the entire fucking thing. And all of the bees died.
that room is probably still like to this day like harmful.
Somebody lives there. I have no idea. The window wasn't open. Like the place was clean. There were just bees everywhere. There must have been a hole somewhere.
Bees aren't attracted by like dirt or like, you know, like trash or anything. So they just kind of either someone let them in or they were just like on a.
The way that the apartment was, there's no way for them to just like be let in. Like you can't just let them in. There must have been a hole somewhere in the infrastructure where bees got in. And like I found the problem and I nuked it immediately once it was discovered. Just completely put it in I just took an eraser and just deleted it.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, insects.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And there's like a new like disease from like deer or some shit now. I think I heard with like the ticks.
Oh,
like or something like
those ticks, the ticks that can kill you like very fast.
Yeah. So I heard something about it. So that's terrifying as well.
Just stay away from the venison. That's it.
Yeah, but like they're like deer. Like I don't know about you, but deer just they own the place now.
Yeah,
they'll just like I'll be sitting like there'll be times like 8 o'clock in the morning. You're just sitting there and you look out like my front door and there's deer like 10 feet away from my front doorstep. Like a family of deer. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Get off my property, asshole!
Throw rocks at them.
Yeah, but like, what if the ticks are out there?
If you hit them, I mean, the ticks are probably on the deer, eating them alive. Throw rocks at them. That's it. Or get in your car and just slowly run them over.
Slowly.
Well, you don't want to do any damage to your car. That's why
true.
I said slowly. Not to be like a graphic sicko, but like, you know, there's nothing worse than having to pay for car repairs, right? I can do it with a couple dead deer, like, you know, but going to the fucking mechanic and paying for car repairs because you hit a deer. I don't want to do that. That stinks.
It's like in Austin Powers with the steamroller scene when he's like just rolling out the guy. Just standing there watching you run it. Over.
Oh man. All right. We're gonna move on. Just because I am at 10%, so I have 24 minutes tops left in this.
Why do you like not?
It's sitting there on the. It sits there on the charger like all weekend while I'm gone, and I come back. It's like, yeah, you got 48% battery left. I was like, why? It should be 100. You've been sitting here on battery charge the entire time.
You leave it charging, it fucks the battery. If you leave it charging that long,
that's good to know. I shouldn't leave it plugged in, but we got to move fast. But we have some good questions here. So, question number 3: what did they never tell you before you became an adult?
That you'll never have a period of time in your life until you retire that you could literally just do nothing. You always got to do something. Even like if you're on vacation, like there's always like, oh, I got to go get my oil changed in my car. Or I got to go get a haircut. Or like, you always got to do something. Like you never, for the rest of your life, basically, will just never have a summer like you did when you were younger, where you could just like do absolutely nothing the entire time.
I do nothing all the time. So I actually beg to differ here.
But no, I'm saying for prolonged periods, like not like a weekend. I'm talking about for like, like a summer or like a couple months.
Yeah.
Like winter break back in the day. A month of just
play video games at all times.
Yeah, play video games, smoke weed. That's it.
Yeah, but I completely agree with that. Yeah, I mean, I get to do nothing a lot on my weekends. I mean, I don't work slave labor like you. Most people don't. But but back in the day, once winter break came up, video games, hanging with friends, drinking soda, eating pizza, watching movies, maybe sneaking a rated R movie. Like who knows?
Getting frisky.
Yeah, like some naughty language, but I have taxes.
I was actually my other one, and then I thought of this one.
Nobody told you that like whatever job you get, whatever your dream job is, like you're only gonna make half of it. Like if you're like I want to get $1 million, it's like all right, that's fine, but like you're only gonna be able to keep like 480,000.
Yeah, like about taxes, obviously, but like
all you know as a kid, they drive into your brain is no taxation without representation.
I'm saying like of taxes, but like until you get that first paycheck and you see how much you actually lose, you're just like, what the fuck?
I ran up to HR like I was an 8-year-old. Mom!
The fuck is this?
They took half my money. It's like, that's how it goes, But I mean, like, Jesus, they take a lot.
I know.
Like, it's just so much.
We don't get anything.
We have so many people now. I mean, I don't know how big the population is, but they're loud on social media. Socialists. That word's being tossed around way too much. Oh my God, if socialism ever happened, I'd fucking blow my brains out.
Socialism isn't that bad. Communism is what you got to worry about.
Socialism's pretty fucking bad.
No. I mean, what? You wouldn't want to have free healthcare or like have free school?
No, I'd rather have a job and just have like, if I get sick, then I can pay into what I can. And then like the insurance company kind of.
You could still have a job with socialism. It's just that like the government provides some shit for you.
Yeah. But
it's not like you listen. There's a difference between communism and socialism.
Are you socialist?
I'm not a socialist, but I just think they have some good ideas. Like
fuck you. No, communists have good ideas too. They don't work. Have you seen Venezuela? It's up in flames.
I'm saying communism is different from socialism. Socialism got a bad rap because of communism. They associate yes, they're similar, but socialism is a little bit different.
Listen, I know you work a terrible job and you work 80 hours a day, but like, come on, no, we're not being socialists. Jesus Christ.
I'm not saying total socialist, but have a couple things like free healthcare wouldn't be a bad idea, especially with how expensive shit is. Like,
it's already expensive enough.
If you don't have fucking health insurance, you're paying like $20,000 for an ER visit. Like that's ridiculous.
But they'll fix you.
No, they won't.
No
They don't.
Well, it depends. If you need a heart transplant, then like fuck it. If you can't afford it, I don't even think I can afford that. Which is fine. That's my own problem. I'm not want to fuck my heart up, But we'll just deal with it. But yeah, no socialism. Jeez, you're taking too much away rather than giving. That's it. And then you encourage people to be lazy, and it's like I'm just gonna collect a check. If I get sick, I'll head to the ER. They'll fix it up. That's so good.
I don't think either of us know enough about to really have an intelligent conversation.
No, all I know is that democracy is fantastic.
I don't know, man.
Capitalism is great.
Democracy hasn't worked out too well for us recently.
Yeah, whatever. So question number 4 to wrap it up. So what G-rated film would you remake into an R-rated film?
101 Dalmatians would be pretty fucking gnarly.
Damn.
It would end with like 98 Dalmatians or something. Cruella DeVille is like, honestly,
she's the whore that she is. There's not much. She's an R-rated plot already.
Right. I'm saying like if you made her R-rated, like that would be terrifying. Like this would be like a horror movie. It wouldn't be like a comedy or or anything. Like, this is woman just out here to murder all these Dalmatians to make a coat out of them. Like, that's almost like a Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs.
But with dogs, which in our world is worse.
Right. No, for sure. So yeah, it's just that would be terrifying. Seeing her just trying to hunt these dogs down, murder them.
Yeah.
The next movie would be like 97 Dalmatians. Like, oh no,
one dog's got to step up,
and it just keeps going. And they have sequels like 92 Dalmatian.
Yeah.
87 Dalmatian.
60
Dalmatian. That was a big one.
Rock in there, and like maybe you get like to 89 Dalmatians, like you gain 2, but then like he leaves the franchise and then like back down to 86. You know? So I have The Rookie with Dennis Quaid, except like Dennis Quaid just like hits like cocaine like hard once he gets called up, and like starts hitting like the hookers in the blow. And, like, forgets about the family, loses his fastball, loses his family, loses everything. Gets AIDS.
Sounds a lot like Kenny Powers, except for the AIDS part.
Yeah, threw in AIDS last minute. He gets AIDS. Cures it, not really though. Like maintains it, so
like a Magic Johnson
to develop a plot where he's trying to like get back to his family and just be, and realize I fucked up. Like, I just thought I had the fastball. It turned out it wasn't the fastball. And then she ends up taking him back, and then he gets his life back together, and then it's a happy ending. Like that's how you make The Rookie, a rated R film. I think that'd be a good one. But anyway, all right. So that's the show. So that's episode 40. So we're gonna be back. We'll be back tomorrow.
Monday. Should be back Monday night around then.
All right, cool. With our talking flicks too. All right. So thanks for listening, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. Oh, what's left of it, I guess. And we will talk to you tomorrow.